Hi Gemini, welcome to your December 2021 Tarot Scope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Gemini, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your December, for your actions and interactions with the world at large this month, as we close down the year, you get, all right, look at that, the 10 of Cups. This is it, right? This month you are all about the home, the hearth, the family, the love, baby. Which is great, right? And what this also tells me as well, this is about you seeking pleasure from yourself, with others, for others, at all costs, right? And it's like, I'm not holding back. And what I like about this is there's something that suggests about this that you're all in on something this month, right? It's like you're throwing yourself into something, and you're kind of it's almost like you're kind of saying to yourself, you know what? I've been docile too long about this thing, right? About this one thing that I want, that I need, that are on my soul sort of level that I've wanted for a long enough time, and now I'm going to make it happen. It's like you're chasing after something to really give it credence, right? To give it form, to give it shape. It's like, it's no longer just a concept. It's no longer just a desire. Now you're like, I need to make this real. This thing needs to be real. This is you spending time with loved ones. It's you spending time with yourself. It's you spending the best of everything that you have on having what it is that you desire. I really like this for you, and it's a lovely way to have the, you know, the month. Now, for those of you that don't know, every year on the 21st of December, I offer a winter solstice alignment session. You can get your seat on the link in the description box below. This year, I have not one, but two special guests. I've got Heather from Astrology with Heather and Denise from Human Design with Denise. And they are going to be talking about all sorts of things that we need to know for the year ahead. So we're going to be talking astrology, numerology, we're going to be talking human design, we're going to be talking tarot. And on top of that, as if that wasn't enough, I'll also be leading a future life progression session where we're going to project you into the new year to see what it is that you might need to know so that you can plan accordingly. Trust me, you do not want to miss this. It's going to be bigger and better than it's ever been. And I'm so, so grateful that these wonderful souls are going to be there to be a part of it. So again, you can get your seat on the link in the description box below. For your money and materials, you've got the Two of Wands. Gemini, man, look at this. You guys are really aiming big for the finances this month. What I like about this actually is it does suggest that you're kind of setting a financial baseline, or setting a new financial baseline in some way, shape or form. Now, for a select few of you, there does appear to be a change on the home front in some way, shape or form, but not a disruptive one. It's kind of like you know, almost like dedicating yourself to a specific path. I like that. Now, when it comes to your money, your finances and your resources, the Two of Wands is a great card for these things, and it likely sees you this month. Maybe you're rubbing shoulders with affluent people in different circles than you're used to. For some of you, this might be a little bit kind of like, oh, okay, this is different. It's not what I'm used to, but I actually really like it. I enjoy it. There's something about you stepping outside of what you're used to, or what is the known this year. You know, I say this year, this month, you know, especially around the holiday season, which is really nice. Now, what I can tell you when it comes to your money, this is a month where you are chasing something new. And it's not even chasing something new, like whatever this thing is that you've wanted or needed, it's like you're saying to yourself, now I need to create the smallest or the shortest path between myself and this thing. And you're really focused on this. Like, I love it because there's so much like enjoyment and happiness with these cards, and even consideration, but there's also like this determination that is underneath all of it. It's interesting because Aries had a similar message about the determination, but theirs was very sort of boom. whereas yours is more sort of Geminian, that word, which is, you know, is really, really interesting. The other thing as well, because you've got the Two of Wands with the Ten of Cups, for those of you that are seeking to buy homes or acquire land, etc., this could be a really great month for you figuring out, one, how to make that happen, two, for some of you, you could be finding the place, and three, for some of you, you could be finding people to go in with or to collaborate with on this kind of thing. For communications and conversations, you've got the Eight of Cups. You've got this right next to the Two of Wands, and a decision that you guys have been making about maybe where you live, about maybe where you work for some of you, that it's taken you some time to get to. For some of you, it's like you've had to really sit in or with your feelings about someone or something that you're tied to. And this month as well, you could find yourself having conversations that really kind of make you realize, actually, you know what? It's time. It's, you know, I'm ready to do this new thing, or I'm ready to take on this new job, or maybe a new job title or a new job role for some of you. Another thing as well, because it is the Eight of Cups, a lot of you could be talking about your feelings this month in ways that maybe you haven't before. It could see you being really honest and really open, like in a rare moment of vulnerability for Geminis. You guys are stupidly intelligent. You have so much knowledge and so much skill in so many different things, but you're not known for your severity, and you're definitely not known for talking about your feelings. Right, so look at you with your soul growth. I jest, I'm winding you up, of course, but with this Eight of Cups, it does suggest that you are talking about something that you either already feel deeply or you have felt deeply. And it's like you're making all of these changes with this really strong heart set, not mindset, heart set. It's, you know, it's a really, really interesting energy. And then finally, for your heart and half, you've got the Five of Pentacles. So be careful this month. The reason I say this is because the five, I say you, it's not actually for you. A loved one or a partner, and I touch wood, I hope I'm wrong on this, but a loved one or a partner could have, you know, they could have an accident. Five of Pentacles very often sees us, you know, having slips, trips, falls, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't look to be serious, more annoying than anything else, you know, like I slipped and now I can't peel the damn potatoes, you know, like that kind of thing. It is here with the Eight of Cups. So there's a conversation likely that's going to take place with a loved one, a partner, you know, somebody that you're close to, or a friend. This person could be losing something or releasing something, and to be honest with you, it doesn't look like there's anything you can do about it. I know it's, you know, a cliche thing to say with all of the new ageism, but this might be a time where holding space for somebody just to experience what they experience will be enough. You may not necessarily have to do something. On a more sort of serious note, this could be that a partner or somebody that you're in a relationship with, maybe they are losing someone or something, and you know, it's like there's not really anything that you can do but provide them with comfort. For those of you that are single, that Five of Pentacles next to the Eight of Cups, this could be a realization about somebody that actually you thought you liked, and now it's like you're like, you know what, it's not that I don't like them, it's just, you know what, it's not compatible, we're not compatible, it was never going to work. It's kind of like a realization that you feel, and this might be something that you talk about with a friend, with, you know, a family member or somebody, and they might be like, okay, you know, if they're very quiet, it's not because, you know, you suddenly sprouted horns. It might be because this is you showing a rare moment of vulnerability about something like this. And, you know, if anything, it actually humanizes you. So, you know, I like this for you. All right, not, you know, that you're feeling bad, but you get what I mean. For your first week of the month, you've got the Emperor card underneath the Ten of Cups. There are changes coming to the work sector for a lot of you, and for some of you there's a rededication to a path of learning, something that you've wanted or needed to kind of, you know, crack the knack of, right, as you Geminis love to do. But there's this, it's almost like you're getting really serious about the acquisition of this desire. This is where you're starting to maybe look at the paperwork that needs to be done. What might I need to study here in order to get that promotion? What might I need to know if I want to buy that piece of land? Like, there's a real homing in on what you have to do on the practical level in your environment in order to attain or manifest, you know, this goal, this wish, this hope, this dream. For your second week of the month, you've got the High Priestess. I like that. I like that a lot. She's my favourite card anyway. But, I mean, my favourite cards of the tarot deck are the Supernal Triangle. The Fool, the Magician, and the High Priestess, because that's where it all comes from. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that, but yeah. You couple this then with the Two of Wands. This is, for some of you, this could be a journey that you're taking in secret. For some of you, this could be a financial transaction that you're making behind closed doors, that you are maybe working on, through, with, or over. For some of you, this could be a partnership that comes through. So maybe you decide to be a silent partner in something, or maybe somebody chooses to be a silent partner with you. Either which way, there are money, funds, and resources available to you on a discretionary basis. So this could be even, you know, I don't know what you do, like, but in some way there's some financial benefit or gain that comes, but it's not common knowledge. This isn't for everybody to know or for everybody to see. Now, remember as well, the High Priestess is a very spiritual and a very psychic card, and it comes up with that Two of Wands. This month, right, and you guys have had a lot of development on the spiritual and the psychic level of late. This month, especially around the second week of December, don't be surprised if you have a moment where you feel like, okay, this is the path that I need to take. It might just be like a really strong impression or a feeling or a psychic nudge that has you going in a direction or seeking someone or something out that maybe you wouldn't usually. And I say that because it's the Two of Wands, right? So maybe this is, you say to yourself, you know what? I've got that friend that runs fundraisers. I'm going to hit them up. Or do you know what? Yeah, that's an example. You get my point. It's really interesting because there's something here. It's almost like, it's not that you're being guided to it. It's like you're being pulled to it. Or maybe it's being pulled to you and you're feeling that pull, right? So in the third week of the month, whatever it is that you do or don't celebrate, happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy Yule for those that that do celebrate. Whatever it is that you do or don't celebrate, from my heart to yours, I truly hope you have an amazing holiday season, and I really hope it's a wonderful one, especially given all of the intensity that we've had over the course of this year. For your third week, you have the Hierophant card. You've got this with the Eight of Cups, right? So that, for me, because you've got that Eight of Cups there, for some of you, this could be you leaving behind an old thought pattern. For some of you, this could be maybe you're deciding to leave a job. Very possible for a lot of you. For some of you as well, excuse me. I also get this feeling that this could be a moment at which some old belief structure, faith, religion, idea of spirituality is being released now. Now I find this interesting because the High Priestess is right next to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is just a high priest. The fact that you have these two together, then it means that there's a big shift taking place internally, but there's also something about this that suggests maybe you're having to, it's around the third week of the month, a lot of things are going to be shut, so I'm kind of like, what is this then? This could be you having conversations with an authority, a local government. Maybe there's something that you're needing to request. Maybe there's something that's been requested of you. Either which way, it does look like there's going to be some sort of official paperwork and or documents that are needing to be looked at. I mean, I wonder if it's this, you know, this action or this transaction or something, you know, maybe it's something to do with that. But very interesting the time at which that it's taking place. And then for the fourth week of the month, of course, you've got the Tower. Like I said, I don't feel this is you personally. I do feel like it's somebody that you're going to have to support or help with or through something. You've got this right next to the Hierophant card. This end of the month, just be aware that there might be a few things that pop up out of your control, one of which looks like it's happening in your environment, right? So this might be something that you hear of. Maybe you're so busy celebrating or enjoying your time, etc., that you don't really give it a thought, and then when it shows up, it's like, wow, okay, this is happening. Yeah, really interesting way to be finishing the year. So for your new moon message, which is a powerful eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius, you've got the gate 48 and depth. And if you look right at the center of the card, she's got the rune Dagaz. What that actually stands for is the dawning of a new day. And so this card and the eclipse energy of the new moon are really going to start to see you saying, you know what, all of this is taking me in a very new, very different direction. And in order to embrace that, there are going to be things that I need to release or things that I have to let go of. Some of them might be things that you never expected to need to release, right? The other thing with this card as well, it's about really finding or going to the depths of self. All right, so this new moon could make you really pensive. It could also highlight to you as well what or who you're ready to welcome in or release. And then finally, your full moon, of course, right? You've got the gate 57 and intuition, right? So I think that's self-explanatory, especially with the fact that you've got the High Priestess here and the Hierophant. There is going to be, for a lot of you, this will be a level up or a power up of some sort. Maybe for some of you, you're getting a new psychic or spiritual gift. Very, very possible. There's a new level of something or self that's reached this month. And when you do, it might see you looking at things and people very, very differently. It also feels like as well, I don't know why, but in my mind, I'm seeing like the balancing of scales. So it's like there's going to be something or someone that's coming in like this that's it's going to change the composition of all of who you are, and especially what you believe as well. I'm intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued. Pay attention to your signs, symbols, synchronicities. Pay attention to your psychic nudges and hunches throughout the month, but especially around the second month and the fourth month, just before we step into 2022. Speaking of, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing holiday season and an amazing month. I just want to say a massive thank you so much for all of your support throughout 2021. It really does mean a lot, and I really wish you the best for the next year ahead. Don't forget, stay tuned, and I will see you very soon in the new year.